BookTube. My name is Bruins. Today, we will be talking about Asha's April TBR! You get a book! You get a book! You get a book! Hi, BookTube. My name is Asha. Welcome to Butterfly Claps. Yay! Okay, yes. A little bit crazy. But Bruins wanted a cameo, you guys, because he's just been sitting here this whole time not getting a cameo, so I felt like he needed some love. So he is going to join us today. Don't ask me why. I'm just feeling Bruins love today. Okay, so today we'll be talking about my April TBR. And now, when I say TBR, this is just like a loose outline for what I will be reading. Because last month, I did not finish all my TBR books, and instead of beating myself up about it, I'm just gonna let that ride. Because sometimes you put things on your TBR and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna read these, but then you want to read something else, and then you don't ever want to just read a book because you're forcing yourself to, because you said you were going to, because that takes away from the experience. So these are what I say I'm gonna read. I hopefully get through them. If I don't, that's okay. If I read other books, that's okay too. So yeah, let's just talk it out. Okay, so I guess the first book that I'll start with, I actually do not have a physical copy of because the library is not open for me to go in and grab things. I can only like order them, and sometimes they're back ordered, but anyway. Okay, so the first book, full disclosure, already started this book, is, can you see this without the, okay, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I'm reading this book because of the amazing amount of hype that it has on the interwebs, on both BookTube and on Bookstagram. Everyone loves this book series. And so I'm gonna be real here, guys. I'm reading it, and I really wanted to love it. And I am not very impressed. And it's bumming me out. I'm hoping that maybe the second book is where I'm gonna start loving it. Because I think that's when they introduced the, I'm going to say his name so wrong. Is it Rhysand? Right? It's R-H-Y-S-A-N-D. Rhys? Okay, that character, just because his description is also more like my type. Like, I'm like, yes, dark hair, so light, those blue eyes. Like, that's my jam. Also, like, for those of you who don't know, my ideal man is Superman. So there's that as well, so. Which is why I'll be more attracted to the dark elf. And I love elves, okay? Like, I'm an elf lover from way back. I was ready to be committed to this. I was like, yes, I'm gonna love this series. Everybody loves this series. And I'm reading it, and I'm pretty good. I'm pretty far in, guys. I'm not like, it's not like I'm only like a couple of chapters. I think I'm on like chapter 19. And I get what she was trying to do, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not flowing for me. And I still don't understand what's going on, really. I want to see what other people are seeing, because so many people are, like, rant and rave about this series. So I'm hanging in there. I'm reading it. Hopefully I'll like the second book better. The second book, I believe this is the second book. If not, then I've gotten the wrong book, which is just... No, this is the second book. Court of Mist and Fury. I got the second... Oh, you can't see it at all. Sorry. I got the second book, and I'm going to read this after I'm done with the first one. Hopefully, by the time I'm done with the first one, I kind of understand more what's going on and understand more of the character. The motivation. That's what I was looking for. The characters' motivations, all of them, kind of just seem muddled right now. I'm not impressed, and I'm bummed about it. But I'm still going to read it, because I feel like I need to, since so many people talk about that book in this series. So I'm going to read the first one and then the second one. So that's on my list. These books, though, I'm actually excited to read. These 4 books right here. This is the Seven Realms novels. The first one being The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Shima. This book I loved, and I love, it smells... Yeah, guys, it still smells good. I read this series, or not the series, I read the first book a while ago, because this book came out in, did I just put the cover on backwards? Because I feel like that's what I did. Lord help me. Okay. I did it. Okay, so this book came out a while ago. 2009. Yeah, this book was out in 2009, and I read the first one, but you know how it goes, like you read the first one, the other books aren't out yet, then it takes like a year, and then you've forgotten, because this is kind of like, I feel like this is a YA fantasy, but like it's the world building is real in this, y'all. The world building is serious, and there's a lot going on, and there are a lot of characters and a lot of intertwining parts, and it's kind of like, the David Bod series or trilogy in that way. Like, you need to remember what happened. Like, I should have annotated this book, but I didn't even think about annotations back in 2009. But I think I will at this time, just so I can remember certain things, because there's so many characters and so many callbacks that if you try and just pick up the second book a year later, you're going to be confused as all get out. So, yeah. But I'm going to try and read this whole series. So the first one being The Demon King, the second one being The Exiled Queen, the third one is The Grey Wolf Throne, and the fourth one is The Crimson Crown. And I love these covers, you guys. They're so pretty. If you're wondering why two of them are in plastic and two of them aren't, for some reason I own the first and the fourth book, but I didn't have the second and third book. Don't ask me how that happened. Uh-oh. But these covers, can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see like the reflectiveness, but it's so nice. The last two books that I'm going to try and get in, and I really, and also I should say I'm also going to, because I was supposed to, it was on my TBR for last month and I didn't get to it, the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. I'm still going to try and read that, which I know is like, Asha, what are you doing? You already tried to do too many books last month and you didn't complete them. But I'm going to try again because I really want to read those books, and I am actually excited to read those books. So that would be, and that's a lot of fantasy, you guys. I'm reading like, so I'd be reading 2 whole series and then 2 of another series. So another book that I want to read is called Receiver of Many by Rachel Alexander. I actually started reading this book last night. It is a Hades and Persephone retelling, and I'm all about a Hades and Persephone retelling. If y'all don't know, if I haven't raved and ranted about it, which I don't think I have, I am in love with the webtoon series Lore Olympus. Like, I love it, and I'm all about it. Thus far, it's really good. Warning, it is an erotica. Just thought I'd throw that out there, so don't just grab it and be like, I don't want anybody to be shocked when they pick it up. But thus far, it's really good. I'm only like 6 chapters in, but I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. And yeah, so I started that one. And then the other book that I want to read is, spoiler alert, by Olivia Dade, because I heard that this was really, really cute, you guys, and I'm about it. And it's fan fiction and a book in one, and I love both of those things, so I'm sure I will love this book. Fingers crossed. So, in summation, spoiler alert by Olivia Dade, Receiver of Many by Rachel Alexander. Yep, by Rachel Alexander. Cinda Williams Chima, the 7 Realms series, all 4 books I'm going to try and get to. And then Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Mist and Fury and A Court of Thorn and Roses. Yeah. And then also the Darker Shade of Magic series. I don't know. Can she do it? Who's to say? Is she going to give it her best effort? She is. She's going to try. That is going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books, which isn't that bad, you guys, because last time I think part of the reason why I had difficulty finishing was because I started, like I said, in the middle of March. And so getting 4 books in with work and everything else that I had going on, I'm actually pretty proud of myself. Actually, I was 5 books in because I read this book called Dirty by, I'm forgetting the name of the author. So I actually did read that book too. So that's 5 books. So pat myself on the back. But we'll see. I've already started reading 2 of these, so that's good. So yeah, fingers crossed that I get them done. Have you guys read these books? Do you like them? How do you guys feel about A Court of Thorns and Roses? Like, do you think it's hype or like too hyped or not? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me if you thought the first book was just okay and then the second book was better, because someone please give me hope that I'm going to like these books and or love them eventually, because that will be really cool. If not, I'll be okay with that too, and I don't know why. It's kind of a sad spot for me that I'm not loving them, but it is. It's a bit of a sad spot. Friends, bookworms, guys and gals, until we meet again. Yeah. Oh, haha, socks. I don't know why I always forget them. These are my fox socks, y'all, because I got fox feet.